let's get to counting down the top 10 celebrities who broke Met Gala rules. At number 10, Dakota Johnson and friends. In most establishments, there's a rule against smoking. These days, smoking and vaping is not allowed indoors, and there are designated areas for people to do that outside. This really isn't anything new, but there are still those select few who choose to disregard those rules and guidelines and do it anyway. This is how a scandal was caused at the Met Gala in 2017. A handful of celebrities who attended the gala that year were caught smoking in the venue's bathroom, and they broke one of the gala's set rules against smoking in the venue. Every year, the Met Gala is held at the Metropolitan Museum, and since it's in New York, the city health department has a rule against smoking in specific areas as per one of their health acts. But it seems that although this rule was still in effect at the time of the gala, some celebrities were like nah and had a couple cigarettes inside it regardless. Stars like Dakota Johnson, Bella Hadid, Rami Malek, and others were posting their little rendezvous on social media, which is how they got caught and got into some trouble for it as well. As a result of their rule breaking, the gala as well as the health department put measures in place to make sure that this kind of thing never happened again so that no one would get fined. Spoiler alert, it happened again. At number 9, Alex Rodriguez and Jennifer Lopez. There is a pretty strict rule that the Met Gala has put in place that says that you cannot post pictures from inside the event, and that means no selfies. There's also a rule against cell phones at the event as well, almost to ensure that no one can take selfies even if they wanted to. Well, a lot of people, as you will see, have broken those rules on several occasions, and we're going to start with Alex Rodriguez and Jennifer Lopez, who broke the no selfie rule at the Met Gala in 2019. A-Rod and J-Lo took a number of selfies that night. First, they took a photo with their friends Kim K and Kanye West, and A-Rod posted that photo on his Instagram. Later on, he posted a selfie of him and J-Lo to his Instagram story, and yet another Insta story post, this time with Jimmy Fallon. Really, A-Rod was the one who broke the rule because every picture was posted on his account, but J-Lo was kind of his accomplice. At number 8, Keke Palmer. Next, we seemingly have two rules that were broken, but not necessarily by the same person. At this year's Met Gala, Keke Palmer was in attendance, and being the real one that she is, she wanted to show her followers what things were really like for celebrities who went to the event. No one really knows what goes on at the event once everyone goes inside, but Keke wanted to at least give her followers a look at what the dining experience was like, and it's not the most flattering thing ever. Keke broke the no photos rule by taking a picture of her plate of food at the event and posting it to her Instagram story. The response was pretty negative because a lot of people figured that for a $30,000 ticket, the food should have been at least a little more impressive. But as I said, another rule was also broken with that photo, and chef Marcus Samuelsson was the one to sort of break it. On top of all the other Met Gala rules like no smoking, no publicists, everyone being obliged to mingle, and so on, there's also a rule that the food being served must be, quote, attractive. Now, unless they're talking about their human sacrifice, because the Met is obviously an Illuminati event, I'm pretty sure this means that the food has to look presentable. Now, judging by Keke's photo of the food, the argument could be made that the chef broke the attractive food rule. No one has said anything about the chef getting in trouble for what Keke posted about his plating, but you never know. It's the Illuminati after all. At number 7, Laura Harrier. Here's another celebrity who broke the no selfie rule at the Met Gala in 2019. Actress and model Laura Harrier was attending the event, and she seemed to have run into her Spider-Man Homecoming castmate Zendaya. Obviously, they had to snap a photo together, and Laura posted a couple of selfies with her to her Instagram story. Again, this broke the no selfie rule as well as the no cell phone rule, but honestly, at this point, I kind of have to ask myself if these rules are really even all that enforced, because clearly there are a lot of celebrities going around and posing and posting, and no one's heard anything about people really facing any consequences for it. Do you think that these rules are actually real, or do you think that they're made up to make the event seem more strict and elite? At number 6, Luca Sabbat and Cole Sprouse. Here's a couple of bad boys breaking a couple of rules at the 2019 Met Gala. Luca Sabbat and Cole Sprouse were caught breaking several rules all at once, and that is a big no-no. Not only did they break the no selfies rule, being that they were caught doing a mirror selfie, but they also broke the rule against having phones at the event because A, they took a selfie on a phone, and B, the phone was featured in the mirror selfie. Most importantly though, they broke the no smoking rule. These two were caught having a quick smoke in the bathroom at the Met, and as we all know, you cannot smoke inside, especially at an event like this. What's funny about the picture too is the fact that there was a no smoking sign in the shot. They just decided to ignore it. But even after this one instance of rule breaking, Luca continued to be rebellious at the event, going around around taking pictures of other celebrities. Not necessarily selfies, but just other photos of celebrities like Gwen Stefani, Katy Perry, Ezra Miller, and Kendall Jenner. At number 5, Serena Williams and Ciara. More selfie rule breakers here. Famous tennis player Serena Williams and singer Ciara broke Met Gala rules back in 2019 when they decided to sneak a cheeky little mirror selfie together. Unlike many other selfie rule breakers, they only took one photo and just left it at that, but at this point, with so many celebrities breaking the same rule, I just have to think that maybe they should just get rid of the rule altogether, right? I mean, no one is following this rule, and no one hears of any officials enforcing this rule, so why not let these celebrities just take their photos in peace? They're gonna do it anyway, right? Anyway, Serena snapped this photo and posted it to her Instagram, showing off their campy dresses, which didn't actually break the rules because they totally matched the theme, so at least it didn't go there breaking all of the rules. At number 4, Kim Kardashian. Kim K has tried to bring the thunder for every Met Gala she's attended. I mean, this year's look was a little debatable because she kind of just looked like someone's sleep paralysis demon, but whatever. Anyways, Kim has been trying to serve looks at every event, but in 2013, not only did she not serve, but she totally missed the mark and completely broke the rules. The theme of the Met Gala that year was punk, chaos, and couture, and so a lot of people showed up wearing some kind of take on edgy fashion. There was a lot of variations on punk style and aesthetic, but Kim totally dropped the ball when she showed up to the event wearing a floor-length floral dress. The look just didn't match with the theme at all, and the tone of her outfit was much softer and brighter than the looks of most other celebrities in attendance, and so she stuck out that night. She totally broke the rule for not following the theme, and that probably didn't help her case with Anna Wintour, one of the people who runs the event, but up until the point that Kim got with Kanye, Anna hated the Kardashians and never invited them to the event. At number 3, Lizzo. Back on our rule breaker train, we have Lizzo, who at the Met Gala in 2019 broke the no selfie rule several times because she had a field day taking photos with a bunch of celebrities at the event. I'm going to chalk this all up to the fact that this was her first Met Gala and she was excited to be there, but she broke the rules nonetheless. Over the course of the evening, the singer took selfies with J-Lo, Sarah Paulson, Tracy Ellis Ross, Billie Porter, and Dua Lipa. All of her selfies were posted to her Instagram story, and it was pretty fun to watch her having so much fun at the event because I remember seeing these Instagram posts, but at the time I didn't know that there was a rule against the selfies. I wonder if any of the event's authorities were also watching Lizzo's story that night, seeing her break the no selfie rule over and over again. At number 2, Demi Lovato. Back in 2016, Demi Lovato attended the Met Gala, and the theme for that night was Manus Ex Machina, fashion in an age of technology. Though the dress that they wore to the event that night was very nice and bold, a lot of people found that the look just wasn't fitting the gala's theme, therefore breaking one of the event's rules. Well, when backlash started to ensue, the designer of the dress in question came out to clarify things, saying that the dress wasn't even designed to fit the theme in the first place. The designer, Jeremy Scott, told sources that he doesn't design outfits for the event with a theme in mind. The designer then went on to tell the source, quote, "I really don't participate with that whole theme thing." End quote. So Demi went to the event wearing a dress that they knew wasn't going to fit the theme and still wore it anyway to break the rules intentionally. I think that's pretty bold, but let's just hope that they didn't get into too much trouble. And finally, at number 1, Karlie Kloss. The Met Gala is all about fashion, and there's that rule that says that those who attend the event must try and coordinate their looks to fit the theme set for that night. There have been many extravagant looks and other more simplistic ones, but the whole point is just to go along with the overall energy of the event regardless. One person who actually faced backlash and broke the rules for not meeting the event standards was Karlie Kloss. Karlie showed up to the Met Gala in 2019, whose event was camp themed, and she was looking a little too simple for the event, wearing a black and gold dress with simple jewelry, natural makeup, and a simple hairstyle. A lot of fans were seriously let down by her outfit that evening, especially after she tweeted about her look, hyping it up and saying, quote, "Looking camp right in the eye." She didn't necessarily get in that much trouble with people who organized the event, but Karlie's fans got pretty upset that she didn't follow the Met Gala's theme, and she faced a pretty decent amount of criticism. She had to make an apology for her look shortly after the event, and she posted a video to her YouTube channel addressing the situation, saying that she should have just tried harder.
Let's get into the top 10 celebrities who are banned from the Met Gala. In at number 10, Khloe Kardashian. The Met Gala is a place that is usually full of Kardashians. Kim, Kylie, and Kendall are always a mainstay, with momager Kris also usually getting an invite. But fans have noticed over the years that Khloe and Kourtney have never attended the event, even though they could be considered more famous than some other celebrities that have made the cut. Insiders revealed that at first, Anna never wanted any of the Kardashians at the event. But over time, Kim, Kylie, and Kendall impressed Anna with their fashion, and she believed they were influential enough to be invited. Unfortunately, Khloe never made the cut, and insiders claim that Anna believed Khloe was, quote, too C-list to be invited to the event. After Khloe was once again not present at the 2021 Met, a rumor started that Khloe was actually banned from the event altogether. A fan tweeted at Khloe, quote, "Khloe, now that you are online, please tell us if the Met Gala rumors are true, because I'll burn that dinosaur's bones." Khloe then responded, quote, "Absolutely not true." She meant about the ban. Although if she was banned, I'm not sure she would exactly know about it. And at number 9, Donald Trump. One of the only people we can be sure will not be invited to the Met Gala is none other than former President Donald Trump. Although I should say he'll never be invited again because Trump has attended the Met Gala in the past. However, his political run changed that for him, and since he is hated by most of the Hollywood elites, it makes sense they would not want to party it up with him at the Met. This ban was confirmed when Anna Wintour, the legendary editor of Vogue that is in charge of the guest list, revealed it on the Late Late Show with James Corden. In 2017, during one of Corden's segments, Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts, Corden asked who Wintour would never again invite to the event, and she was quick to answer, Donald Trump. Since she was not shy to reveal it to the public, I'm sure she won't be going back on her word in the future. And at number 8, Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato had a terrible time at the 2018 Met Gala, and for that reason, even if they were invited again, I doubt they would actually go. During an interview with Billboard in 2019, Demi said how awful the Met Gala was, saying, quote, "I had a terrible experience. This one celebrity was a complete bitch and was miserable to be around. It was very cliquey. I remember being so uncomfortable that I wanted to drink." At this time, Demi was fighting to stay sober, so it was incredibly concerning that this event almost ruined all their progress. After the event, Demi revealed they went directly from the gala to an AA meeting, saying, quote, "I changed my clothes, but I still had my diamonds on. Millions of dollars of diamonds on in an AA meeting. And I related more to the homeless people in that meeting who struggled with the same struggles that I deal with than the people at the Met Gala." To make matters even worse, days after the gala, Demi got in a feud with Nicki Minaj when Minaj did not tag Demi in a group photo, clearly hinting that Nicki was the person who made it such a bad time for Demi. And at number 7, Amy Schumer. Another person who did not keep their negative feelings to themselves was comedian Amy Schumer. During an interview with Howard Stern in 2016, Schumer shared how awful the experience was, although she was of course grateful to be invited. During the interview she said, quote, "It's people doing an impression of having a conversation. I don't like the farce. We're dressed up like a bunch of effing a-holes. I don't like it. I have no interest in fashion. I don't care." She even claimed that the event felt like a punishment rather than a privilege. She continued, quote, "I left earlier than I should have been allowed. I got to meet Beyonce and she was like, 'Is this your first Met Gala?' And I was like, 'It's my last.'" And at number 6, Tim Gunn. Tim Gunn is a legendary fashion critic who made the mistake of criticizing the Met Gala, and after that he was of course never asked back. When Gunn was asked about going to the gala in 2016, he replied, quote, "It's very true, it's a crazy story, and as far as I'm concerned, it's a very matter-of-fact story. I was asked what's the most unforgettable thing I've ever seen in fashion, and I said, it's easy. It was watching Anna Wintour being carried down 5 flights of stairs by 2 bodyguards, 2 big hulking men, from a fashion show. All hell broke loose, it was insane. We've had an open war ever since." Since Gunn trashed the legendary Anna Wintour, his name has been blacklisted from every event since. And it's a clear snub since it's natural to assume he would be invited to the high fashion event. Halfway number 5, Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow is another celebrity who openly slammed the award show and paid the ultimate price. After Paltrow attended the Met in 2013, she told the Kylie and Jackie O show that, quote, "It sucked. Ouch." She continued that it seems like it would be the best thing in the world, adding, quote, "You always think, oh my god, it's going to be so glamorous and amazing, and you're gonna see all these people, and then you get there and it's so hot and it's so crowded and everyone's pushing you. I think we're all a bit old to dress up punk." Apparently these comments did not go over well, and Paltrow and Wintour had a minor feud in the years that followed. But over time the pair were able to make up, and Paltrow was invited to the 2017 Met. In at number 4, Zayn Malik. In my opinion, it's not a shock to see Zayn Malik on this list, because he's been very open about his hatred for snooty events like this. However, he attended the Met once because of his supermodel ex-girlfriend Gigi Hadid. After attending once in 2016, he was over it and has not attended since. He told GQ in 2018 about skipping the event, quote, "I'd rather be sitting at my house doing something productive than dressing up in really expensive clothes and being photographed on a red carpet. To do the self-indulgent, 'look at me, I'm amazing' thing on the red carpet, it's not me." I'm sure Wintour did not like the harsh statement, along with the awkward headlines that came from Gigi Hadid walking the red carpet alone while they were dating. And at number 3, Tina Fey. Tina Fey does not care at all about events like the Met, and she's made that abundantly clear when she publicly trashed the prestigious event. Back in 2015, the comedian told David Letterman, quote, "I've gone to it once and it's such a jerk parade. Clearly I'll never go again. But you go and it's this beautiful space and it's just like every jerk from every walk of life is there wearing something stupid. You walk up these huge steps and I went in and dragged my husband along with me too, which I'm still in trouble for." From the statement, she clearly banned herself, and she's completely fine with never going back. Fey didn't stop there either, adding, quote, "If you had a million arms, all the people you'd want to punch are there." And at number 2, Kim Kardashian. Of course, this ban did not last because Kim and the other members of the Kardashian family are a mainstay at the event these days. But back when Kim was just a measly reality TV star trying to become an A-list celebrity, Anna Wintour made it clear that she would never be invited. A source revealed back in 2012 that Anna was reportedly adamant about keeping the reality show star off her guest list, bluntly stating, quote, "Anna hates Kim. Why would she be invited to the event? It's all the biggest stars in the world and Kim doesn't fit that bill at all," a source told Page 6. But of course, once Kim upped her style game and became a key figure in fashion, it was impossible not to have her attend. And finally at number 1, Coco Rocha. This is definitely the shadiest on this list, because Coco Rocha was banned after getting on the bad side of one of the event's co-chairs. Pretty much all of the time, Anna Wintour has sole control over the guest list and doesn't let outside voices have an effect on her decisions. But that changed in 2017 when she allegedly let one of her co-chairs ban someone. That year, Katy Perry helped host the event, but she never forgot the time supermodel Coco Rocha accused her of being a copycat, and she used her newfound power at the Met to make sure she got her payback. The drama started back in 2013 at the MTV VMAs, where Katy Perry wore the same Emmanuel Ungaro that Coco had donned at the year's Met Gala a few months before. Rocha then joked about the copying in an interview, and that was clearly enough to get her on Perry's very bad side. Let's get into the top 10 celebrities Anna Wintour will never invite to the Met Gala. In at number 10, Rachel Zoe. Rachel Zoe got on Anna Wintour's bad side when Zoe claimed that she was more influential to fashion than Anna Wintour. Clearly not the best thing to say if you want to be honored with an invite to the gala. There were rumors that Rachel was blacklisted from the Met invite list after she told the New York Times, quote, "Anna Wintour is one of my heroes, but they say that I'm more influential. As great as it is, Vogue won't change a designer's business. But if an unknown brand is worn by a certain person in a tabloid, it will be the biggest designer within a week." Back in 2007, Rachel was invited to the Met and was to be seated at Brian Atwood's table, but she was disinvited shortly after the invite. Many think it was due to these comments, but clearly the tension between them didn't last long, as Rachel was invited back to the 2012 Met. In at number 9, Leon Talley. Anna Wintour and the late fashion legend Leon Talley had a very close bond for many years. They even worked together at Vogue. But it seemed that suddenly Talley was cut from Vogue and was no longer close with Wintour. We got the full story behind their feud in Talley's 2020 memoir, The Chiffon Trenches. According to parts of the book obtained by Page 6, he claimed he was fired from his position as Vogue's editor-at-large in 2018 because, quote, "I'd suddenly become too old, too overweight, too uncool." He also claimed that when he was fired, Wintour did not even have the decency to call him and speak to him beforehand. He also revealed that when he began to struggle with weight after the death of his grandmother, Wintour reportedly offered him a gym membership, then held an intervention years later. After this bitter feud started, Talley was not invited to the Met again. Thankfully, the pair reportedly made up shortly before his death. And at number 8, Donald Trump. One of the only people we can be sure will not be invited to the Met Gala is none other than former President Donald Trump. Although I should say he won't be invited back again because Trump has attended the Met Gala in the past. However, his political run changed that all for him, and since he's hated by most of the Hollywood elites, it makes sense they wouldn't want to see him at the Met. This ban was confirmed when Anna Wintour revealed it on The Late Late Show with James Corden. In 2017, during one of Corden's segments, Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts, Corden asked who Wintour would never invite back to the event, and she was quick to answer Donald Trump. Since she was not shy to reveal it to the public, clearly she's very confident of her decision. And at number 7, Melania Trump. Along with her hatred of Donald Trump, Anna Wintour also does not care for his wife and the former First Lady, Melania Trump. To make matters worse, Anna Wintour and Michelle Obama had a very close friendship and put Michelle on the cover of Vogue a number of times throughout her reign as First Lady. The feud started in 2019 when Wintour was asked about putting first ladies on the cover of Vogue. Wintour commented that there is a tradition to put the first lady on the cover when they first come into office. When speaking about putting Michelle on the cover 3 times, Wintour added, quote, "I don't think it's a moment not to take a stand. You have to stand up for what you believe in, and you have to take a point of view." During this talk about first ladies, Wintour failed to mention Melania, who was the current first lady at the time and had not been put on the cover of Vogue as first lady. Melania's team shot back with a statement saying, quote, "To be on the cover of Vogue doesn't define Miss Trump. She's been there, done that, long before she was first lady. Her role as First Lady of the United States and all that she does is much more important than some superficial photo shoot and cover." Also adding that this is furthering the divisive rhetoric and bias in fashion against Trump. And at number 6, Khloe Kardashian. So this prediction was proved wrong last night when Khloe was finally invited to the Met, but it was definitely clear for a few years that Anna did not want Khloe Kardashian at the event. The Met Gala is a place that is usually full of Kardashians. Kim, Kylie, and Kendall are always a mainstay, with momager Kris also usually getting an invite. But fans have noticed over the years that Khloe and Kourtney have never attended the event, even though they are famous enough to attend. Insiders revealed that at first, Anna never wanted any of the Kardashians at the event. But over time, Kim, Kylie, and Kendall impressed Anna with their fashion, and she believed they were influential enough to be invited. Unfortunately, Khloe never made the cut, and insiders claim that Anna believed Khloe was, quote, too C-list to be invited to the event. Another rumor swirled that Kourtney had been invited, but didn't go because she didn't want Khloe to be left out. Thankfully, all the members of the Kardashian family were present at the 2022 Met. Halfway number 5, Tim Gunn. Tim Gunn is a legendary fashion critic who made the mistake of criticizing Anna Wintour, which caused him to be blacklisted from the Met. The pair's feud began in 2010 after Gunn wrote in his book, Gunn's Golden Rules, a story of Anna being carried down some stairs, writing in the book, quote, "Knowing she famously disliked riding in elevators with other people, I thought, how will she ever get down?" Hurrying over to the elevators, he looked over to the stairway railing to find that her 2 bodyguards were having a fireman's lock and were racing her up from landing to landing, with her sitting in their crossed arms. Wintour was even carried all the way to her car. Apparently, after he published that story, all hell broke loose and their relationship was strained, and it reportedly demanded a retraction, which he did not agree to. After trashing Anna and the magazine in general, Gunn has not been invited back to fashion's biggest day. In at number 4, Azzedine Alaia. Anna Wintour is considered a fashion icon to many people in the industry, other than Azzedine Alaia. The pair's feud began in 2009 when Alaia's work wasn't included in the Costume Institute's exhibit, The Model as Muse. This snub caused many of the designer's good friends like Naomi Campbell to skip the Met in protest. When asked about the snub, the designer stated that Wintour, quote, "behaves like a dictator, but I'm not scared of her anymore." Things got much shadier a few years later when Alaia came after Wintour's personal style, saying, quote, "Wintour runs the business very well, but not the fashion part. When I see how she is dressed, I don't believe in her taste for 1 second. The final dig happened when Alaia concluded, quote, "Anyway, who will remember Anna Wintour in the history of fashion? No one." Clearly, after those harsh words, Anna will do everything in her power to keep him away from the Met. In at number 3, Tom Brady. This one's probably harmless, but who knows what lengths Anna will go to avoid an awkward confrontation. Back in 2014, Anna Wintour visited Late Night with Seth Meyers to dish about the Met Gala that year. Meyers asked her about some of her favorite looks from that year, and she gushed over the celebrities that she believed looked the best. When Tom Brady's fashion choice came up, Anna was more than underwhelmed. Brady decided to wear a black tie to the white tie event, a big no-no. When asked about his look, Anna said, quote, "Well, he has Giselle, so that helps." Ouch. Clearly, if it was up to Anna, he would not be invited back, but because he's married to Giselle, she receives a +1 for him. In at number 2, Kamala Harris. Vice President Kamala Harris and Anna Wintour got into a tense feud over Harris's Vogue cover photo. Harris was honored to be featured in Vogue and took some photos that were very casual and others that were more vice presidential. Harris assumed that a serious one of her in a blue suit would be chosen for the cover photo. However, the political community was shocked when the cover photo showed a casual Kamala laughing and wearing a casual suit with sneakers. Harris reportedly felt belittled by the photo and complained to Anna to change it. Wintour chose the photo because she loved how relatable it made Harris seem, but it seemed to belittle the position that Harris was in. Harris's favorite photo of her in the suit was used as a limited edition alternative. Some of the vice president's allies slams Vogue's choice of the cover photo, saying it failed to give Harris the respect that she deserved. Others also said the lighting and background of the photo were very unflattering. Anna doesn't like to be challenged, so we can assume she thinks lesser of Harris now. And finally, number 1, Amber Heard. This one is pretty obvious, but there's no chance that Amber Heard will be invited to the Met Gala again. I say again because Heard has gone many times in the past, even once with her ex, Johnny Depp. Even though Amber always looks beautiful at the event, in light of all the negative media coverage surrounding her, the Met will not want to be associated with her whatsoever, even if she happens to be found innocent after the trial. It will be interesting to see if Johnny Depp would ever be invited back, but I assume even if he was invited, he would choose not to attend.